Welcome back. You all to S.WigginsTV. You already know it's your host, Worldwide Wiggins. And yeah, man, I got a very special guest, man. It's not very common that we got a solid homegirl, man. So, I got the most beautiful woman in Paramount, here to speak up for the Gundry Blocks. And we finna get it cracking, man. Please welcome the homegirl, Big TOON for Gundry Block Crib. How you
Hey,
feel?
hey, what's up? What's up?
Coolin', man. All right, TOON, man. First things first, let's clear, let's clear things up. Santana's did not start Gundry Block. We understand that, and what was it like for you? You know, becoming familiar with the Gundrys and Paramount.
What it was like?
Yeah, coming
It
up.
was like it was like us against the odds. Everybody else that didn't believe in us. Like I was young when I heard of Paramount Crip. I grew up in Paramount. Coming from family that grew up in Compton. I grew up in Paramount. And I remember just growing up and being around there, hanging out, and it was Paramount Cribs. I went to Clearwater up there in Dog Patch, Paramount and Rose Path. And I ran into Gangsta, the homie. And he was already here from Paramount Crib. And we was in class together, so we used to hang and chill together every day. So from school, then back, I was a little cheerleader, you know what I'm saying? Always
Oh,
into sports. Yeah, you go to Paramount, you know what I'm saying? You got everybody from Compton coming to play football, all that stuff. So one day, I'm going to cheerleading practice. I run into the homie, he's Paramount Crib. And I'm like, what's up? He's like, oh, this the homegirl, So next thing I know, he was like, yeah, this Paramount Crib. And it was him, a Huggy, Stumper, Blue, and Boxer. They was essays. Well, not essays, but they was Crips. They was Mexican. They was Crips.
wow.
So I'm like, I grew up in Paramount, and that's what it was. It was blacks and Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? We was cool. Some people was cool, some people from the other side. I grew up in Dog Patch, but when I ran into the homie from school, I always used to like to fight and all that. So I was like, oh, big dog. He said, yeah, you in the hood. He's like, you want to be from Paramount Crib? And yeah, I'm like 13. Like, yeah, I'm going to be from Paramount Crib. I'm from Paramount. You feel me? So then we start scrapping. And I got put on. You know what I'm saying? I was like about 13, almost 14. Not even that. Hey, I probably was younger than that. I
Wow.
probably was younger than that. But yeah, so, I was the first female, And, we all used to hang out. And, I get out of practice, go hang out. Next thing hey, my people stayed in Compton. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know I used to cross that bridge and go over there and be in the hood. So then one day, shit, I moved my mama to the hood. And then I moved my mama to the hood. I was living in the hood. So Paramount Gundry Blocks, they've been around for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And I remember everybody that used to come over there and hang out. Everybody was from everywhere. Niggas be from LA. But one thing about it, when you move on that block, Gundry Block, and you come to the mountain, you gonna either end up switching but you ain't gonna disrespect because
Right.
we represented our hood. We was one street and anybody can't come over there and just regulate over there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It went from making money to, you know what I'm saying? Real gangster stuff. You know what I'm saying? We really did that. And we still doing that. We got littles. girls now. You know, people move over there. They move over there in apartments. They move over there. They be claiming other hoods. And next thing you know, they from Gundry Block. Because we was real. You know what I'm saying? And you can't come over there on Gundry and just do anything. You're not going to come over here and just take over, make your money, none of that. And yeah, I mean, if you really want to know, I can sit down and have a long interview because I can go way back because that's how long I've been around. You know what I'm saying? I was born into this stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it goes. You know, you represent, you move somewhere, you know, you represent your hood where you live at. And that was good, you know, and yeah.
Right. I feel it.
I got, they all like my big brothers, you know, and then, you know, growing up, you got the BGs, and then you got my OGs, you know what I'm saying? And then it was older dudes that you had to respect, you know. You can call them out. You know, we got my homies out there. I don't know if I want to speak on them, but yeah.
All right. That's cool. All right.
We got some OG homies way older than me, 40, 50. You know, you got the Big Buster, Little Buster, the Devs. You got, you know what I'm saying, you got, Big Ace. You know what I'm saying? I remember I was like, 15? The big homie? Yeah, I got into it with the police trying to take the homie to jail. You got me twisted. I was real whack. I was crazy. That's why my name Tiny TOON. For real. I be really city. Whatever I love, you know? But yeah, it's just so much I can speak up about the homies because I got history on the block. You know what I mean? I got history with the block. I got history in Paramount. You know what I'm saying? I went to school in Paramount. I went to school at the media too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
But I went to school. I hung out in Paramount. You know what I'm saying? So.
For sure. So, I see you just said your other homies, 40s, 30s, like you. So you like 30 something, right?
Nah, I'm like 49.
Oh, all right. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Nah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You know, black don't crack. That's what's up, for sure.
Right.
So, all right. I know you ain't got too much time, man. I wish you did. I'd love to hear your stories. We could do a part 2 or whatever. But, so in your time, on Gundry, a lot of people, ask about, the famous rapper YG from Treetop saying, he was once from Gundry. I never really believed it, but we talked about it off air, man. If you want to give a little input of what you know, or as much as you know, let us know.
Hey, I'm gonna just keep it real. Like, I can speak on what I only saw. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't even try to give credit like that because, like, if you ain't never did nothing and you ain't never really held the hood down because it wasn't easy, I wouldn't even give that title to nobody like that. If you know what I'm saying? See, first of all, you can't be no Crip and then you gonna be a blood. So evidently he had something else in his heart anyway. But like I said, people come from other hoods. They come to the hood, and then you know what I'm saying. It is what it is.
Right.
I don't know, but I can't really say too much about the brother. But all I can say is, I wouldn't say that he was all like that because he ain't did nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't did nothing. You ain't been over here. You wasn't in the hood. You wasn't around like that. Or when you was around, you know what I'm saying? You was around. But that was like a short period of time that I know. You know what I'm saying? I come in and, I have my own, I I was doing my own gangster life with the big homies. So when I come around, I see who the little homies is coming to the hood, or hood functions and stuff. I see y'all. But I always have who gonna stay around and who really down with what they say. So,
right.
If you was there for a short period of time, I ain't gonna give you no glory like that.
No, I feel it. All right.
Because it was hard for me. The first female.
so
yeah.
For sure. So, like, last but not least, man, before you get up out of here, man, how was it, growing up, and saying, hey, okay, I'm from the hood, I'm always be a Gundry Block crib, but, it's time for me to, kind of, I got a family now, I got kids, I transition into, doing other things, like, or, for the, thinking about your future. How did you, okay, kind of not leave the set, but kind of, all right, I can't do this forever. I can't just bank forever. It's only two ways it's going to go. How did you kind of transition into, hey, all right, I'm finna go to school. I'm finna get me some money legally,
Well, honestly, I'm going to sit here and be real. The reason why I was able to be successful is because I had some money-making, successful-ass homies. And on God, like, you couldn't be just sitting in the hood broke and not having no money. So that was not allowed. And as a teenager, if you had to be at school, they wouldn't let you be on the block at a certain time. If you needed a ride to school, the homies would take you, because they always instilled in us that we don't need our education and we needed to get in the system so we can help, the homies. You feel me?
Right.
So the homies had always been instilled on, what they get from the streets, and they had businesses, cars, Lolos, organizations, block parties, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a big family, like, you know what I'm saying? So the homies always instilled in the younger homies to go be successful. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it was the example of them, the big homies having stuff, and then coming to the little homies and instilling the knowledge into us. You know what I'm saying? Not letting us be broke, teaching us the game, and then put your money where it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't never had no like real broke homies like that. So it was always investing in Gundry. You investing back in the hood. You coming back to the hood. You putting the money back in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we got little homies that still take care of the hood. They donate to the city, give to the cause. You know what I'm saying? They doing positive stuff. They got their own businesses, and we still the homies. We done lost some homies too. You feel me, to these streets. Right. But we stand together as a family, and we got homeboys, that really like. Even some of my big homies I done been in college classes with. You know what I'm saying? In criminal justice classes with. Because you got to learn. You know what I'm saying? They taught me bigger than just being in the hood and just gangbanging. Like, it's more out here to life. And, and when you at home going through things, we all geared to the streets. You feel me? So they was all like my big brothers, and they all influential to the little homies. So even the little homies, they ain't all, we do our shit. We represent our shit, but then we get our money. You know what I'm saying? And so that way we all eating.
Right.
So it's really big in this, because we got a lot of big homies that got real big businesses and shit going on. And they got families, and you know what I'm saying. I had my first baby at 18. I had to come come out the hood. It wasn't no choice but to come out the hood when I had my first baby.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I didn't think I was going to have no kid. No, my kid was country. You were going to catch me there all the time. But God had something planned for me. Here's a kid. Learn how to be a girl. Learn how to be a woman. Get out the street. But my mentality was still gangster. So whether I went from Gundry to Long Beach to Compton to LA to Watts to Whittier to San Bernardino, Fontana, and I had to help put my little hood on the map. You know what I'm saying? Hanging around my niggas Kiki Loco. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Wood. You know, it's rules and this stuff. Like, you know, and I know a lot of people, you know, in a lot of hoods, and I never backed down and said, oh, I'm not from Gundry. You know what I'm saying? I'm always been from Gundry. No matter if you blood or crip, if you know me, you know I'm a Gundry Block. So,
right.
That's the way it is. You know what I mean? So, and in my day, yeah, I was really out there, but, you know, like I said, once you get a certain age, it's time to start doing better things. You think better. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah. But our hood, yeah, everybody used to come to our hood, and we do the block parties and things like that, you know. But things start getting out of whack, you know, because Gundry ain't gonna never let nobody come disrespect them in their hood.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I respect
Yeah,
it.
so that's how we made it out, and that's how we still around, and that's why we still around. We still do our thing, but everybody's doing things. Then when we come together, everybody eat. Ain't nobody falling short. So they didn't play certain things that went on, that be going on in other hoods with the little it's not like that with us. We more like a family, you know. And if you know us, we expect a lot of people. We just don't accept disrespect, you know.
Right.
So we respect them all because we got essays, you know. We got not essays. We a mixed crew, white, black, you know, Mexican, Samoan. You know, we got different races from. We Paramount. That's what makes us Paramount, because they call it the All-American City. You feel me? It's the All-American City. So you an All-American gang. You know what I mean? From different walks of life. You come to Paramount, you gonna be family. And then what? The Tanners, they are family. You know? We still had baseball games with them and all that, you know? So.
Oh, all right. That's cool.
Yeah, so, yeah. It's a lot. Like, people came over there, you know, like grapes come over there. You had all kinds of hoods come to the country. Everybody say, oh, we go to the country. Because you come to Paramount, you gonna know about the country. You come to the block, you gonna know. You come to Exeter, you know, you gonna know about the country. It's gonna be, you gonna know somebody over there is a country, because ain't nobody never left. We ain't lost. We right there. In the hood.
I dig it. That's dope, man. All right, Big TOON, man. I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, man, just I appreciate you coming on the platform, and this gonna be historical because you answered a lot of questions, and you should probably think about podcasting, man, because you got a nice voice, man. I know the people in the comments gonna dig it too. But
Yeah, thank you.
all right, man. Until next time, man. Huh?
All right.
Till
All
next.
right, y'all. Remember, we ain't lost. We right there. Just,
For sure.
we right there.
All right, for sure. We out of here.
Yeah, we here. All right,